Welcome and thank you for being here. My name is Jamie Keyzer. I'm a mental health clinician and educator with over 25 years of experience, and this session is presented through Emerald Shores Clinical Education. Periods of change can be challenging for every member of a family. In this session, we'll explore how transitions affect the family system, why emotional and behavioral reactions often intensify during times of uncertainty, and practical trauma informed strategies that can support connection, regulation, and resilience. When a family experiences a significant change, such as separation, relocation, illness, grief, or financial stress, the impact is rarely isolated to one person. Instead, the entire family system is affected. During times of transition, routines may be disrupted, predictability decreases, and stress levels often rise. Children may express this stress through behavior, while caregivers may feel overwhelmed trying to manage both their own emotions and the needs of others. From a family systems perspective, a change affecting one family member can create ripple effects throughout the entire family. William Bridges' transition theory helps us better understand the emotional process people often experience during times of change. Bridges reminds us that change and transition are not the same thing. Change is the external event, such as a move, separation, loss, new school, or change in routine. Transition, however, is the internal emotional adjustment that happens over time. According to William Bridges, people typically move through three phases of transition: ending, losing, and letting go, the neutral zone, and the new beginning. These phases are not always experienced in a straight line. People may move back and forth between stages, spend different amounts of time in each phase, or revisit earlier emotions as they adjust. The model reminds us that transition is a process, not an event. Understanding where a person or family may be in that process can help us respond with greater empathy, patience, and support. The first phase of Bridges' model is ending, losing, and letting go. Before individuals and families can move toward a new beginning, they often need to acknowledge what is changing or what has been lost. During this stage, emotions such as anger, fear, anxiety, and resistance are common. Families may also show an increased need for control as they try to regain a sense of stability and predictability. I want to mention that it's important to recognize that not everyone experiences an ending as entirely negative. Some individuals may initially feel relief when a difficult situation comes to an end. For example, relief may follow a high conflict separation, the end of a stressful caregiving role, or a long period of uncertainty. However, feelings of relief can sometimes create guilt or tension, particularly when other family members are experiencing sadness, anger, or grief. It's common for people within the same family system to have very different emotional reactions to the same transition. The second stage is the neutral zone. Bridges describes this as the in between stage, where the old situation is gone, but the new situation has not yet fully settled. Families may experience increased stress, emotional reactivity, confusion, or feeling emotionally unsettled during this phase. This stage can often feel uncomfortable, but it is also a very normal part of adjustment. The final phase is the new beginning. During this stage, individuals and families begin adapting to their new reality and developing a renewed sense of direction. New routines become more familiar, roles become clearer, and confidence gradually increases. While challenges may still arise, families often begin to experience greater stability, hope, and resilience. One of the most important things for clinicians to remember is that family members often experience transition differently. A parent may feel relief while a child feels loss. One sibling may adapt quickly while another struggles for months. Family members may move through the stages at different times and revisit them in different ways. These differences do not mean someone is coping incorrectly. They reflect individual experiences, developmental needs, coping styles, and personal meaning attached to the change. Helping families understand that different reactions are normal can reduce judgment, conflict, and misunderstandings during times of transition. Rather than trying to move family members through the process more quickly, clinicians can help create conditions that support healthy adjustment. Families benefit when each person has space to experience their own emotions, when reactions are validated rather than judged, and when open communication is encouraged. Maintaining predictable routines, supporting connection, and helping family members understand one another's experiences can reduce stress and strengthen resilience during periods of change. Clinicians can support families by normalizing that transition is rarely experienced in the same way by everyone. Invite family members to share what the change means to them and how they are experiencing it. Help families recognize that different emotions can exist at the same time. When families understand that anger, sadness, relief, fear, and uncertainty are all common responses to change, there is often less blame and more compassion. By strengthening communication, preserving connection, and maintaining supportive routines, therapists can help families remain a healthy and connected system while adapting to a new reality. Thank you for taking part in this learning session. For additional resources on supporting families through transition, please visit the resources listed on this slide. I hope this overview has provided a helpful framework for understanding and supporting families as they navigate change.